Lightworkers, do you remember why you came here? Do you remember that life is sacred? In this video, I felt called to make an ode to lightworkers everywhere, or my idea of lightworkers, the myth of lightworkers, which I resonate with myself, and I wanted to share outward with the collective with this video. I'm in Chinsagat Hill, Florida right now with Elliot Holst, Krisanna Locke, participating in Tantra Energetics. I just came out of a very powerful breathwork practice and energetic rebirthing, breathing through the Reichian bands in the body. And this video just came to me. And so I wanted to share it immediately. With my bare feet on the earth, I wonder if you identify as a light worker, if this word means anything to you. Someone who works with light, someone meant to usher in a new paradigm, someone who is come to this nation, to this planet, to this earth for a reason, with a sole purpose. The myth of the light worker resonates with me, and I don't really care if it's true or not. It resonates with my heart and my soul, and so I'll carry its code here. For me, a light worker means someone who is a mutant in their own time and age and place, a mutant in their society, someone who is different, someone who's come to a place to usher in change and to support a new paradigm. And so lightworkers, if you feel called to this idea of a light worker, a dawn bringer is another word that I know Elliot loves. The dawn bringers, the bringers of the dawn, those who usher in the new world, the new light, the mutants. We can play with the ultra-spiritual myth, but we can also play with science and evolution. In the ultra-spiritual myth, I've heard talk that lightworkers have come from other star systems, other planets, other times, and other places. They've come to Earth and incarnated in human bodies to help usher in a new paradigm on Earth. That may resonate with you. On the other hand, if you're an evolutionary biologist or a student of human civilization and history, a student of anthropology, you know of things like evolutionary watersheds or evolutionary equilibrium events where enough change happens, we reach the 10% mark and a new wave flips over, a new evolution, a new flip happens. And so lightworkers, this is my call out to you from my heart, my awakened fire that I feel in my body, that's only my experience, but I share it with you. Do you remember why you came here? Do you remember why you came here? You can refer to that as your sole purpose, as your reason for being. You can refer to that as the most important thing that you must complete before you die, before you leave your body. And also, do you remember that life is sacred? Life is sacred, every life. Even the ant. Every life, even the plant and the rock. This is what our Native American elders teach us. If you're in the United States, there's a whole history of keeping life sacred, protecting the sacred. So I share this idea with you. If you identify as a light worker, I invite you to like, share, or comment on this video. I see us and myself, and those of you that are identifying as this, as mutants from a scientific perspective, as mutants and evolutionary paradigm shifters. We didn't come here to protect the old paradigm. That's not what mutants do. This is not why mutants incarnate in a species. This is not how change happens. It's not through protecting stasis and protecting the old. Instead, we can bootstrap, we can keep what's powerful about the old, we can keep what's powerful there, and we can bootstrap and quantum leap into our sovereignty, into the kingdom of the heart, into the kingdom of cooperation and collaboration, interdependence. We can leave paradigms of scarcity, and you do this by an individual act. You don't do it in a crony squad of your friends. You don't do it with the nation you identify with. You don't do it at church. This is a radical self-created rebellion of leaving outmoded modalities and cultural paradigms and choosing the radical path, which is your own, which defies what your parents told you. It defies what your teachers told you. It's going to defy what everyone else around you who's not choosing this paradigm is telling you, and therefore it's going to cause some pain to the persona or the ego mask. Now, if you're willing to sit through that pain, and practices like we're training in here can help with that, to reawaken your cells and your light body and all of your bioenergy, really getting back into your personal power, hyper-oxygenating your tissues, balancing your hormones, keeping the mind and heart clear and activated, upgrading your language and the technology of how you speak and how you control your mind, and silencing the monkey mind. These are ways that a light worker can carry out their soul mission without interference from a pathological paradigm. A pathological paradigm is what I see around me sometimes. I also see beautiful, life-giving paradigms. However, there are pathological paradigms at work in the United States. I can't speak for other countries, although I feel like everywhere in the world is touched by this on some level, which is the mass mindset of madness. And madness is just not protecting life and not giving life its sacredness, not having respect for the earth and the plants and the animals, and most of all yourself. Because how you're treating the earth is a reflection of how you treat yourself. And so this is my call of accountability to myself, and this is a call to all who will listen. If you identify as a light worker, if you see yourself as a paradigm shifter, a mutant, I invite you to step up more fully. Step up into your heart. You don't have to lead with the mind anymore. The mind is a tool. Use it as such. Build your empire. But the heart is the master. The heart is master. Too long it's been the opposite way. Society and culture are shifting. It's all around us. It's 2018. We're just entering a new century and a new millennium. If you want to know what happens in human society, cast your mind back to the last time the century changed, to the early 1900s. And if you want to learn about millennia, cast your mind back to the earlier millennia and what was happening at the turn of 1,000 years. Time is relative, and yet we remember why we came here. I remember why I came here. I remember my soul purpose and mission, and I'm going to live it out. I am living it out. I invite you to do the same. I love you so much. Carry this with you. Share this with the other light workers. Call those who will listen. Those who will not listen, we love you